So I started this business in 2012 from my living room with just 10,000 ringgit capital. So I took the leap of faith and I felt that this was my calling, something I'm so passionate about. It's the one thing that makes my world go round. Just love footwear and handbags. So I decided to quit my day job, do this full time. It was very difficult at first because I did not have any experience or any knowledge in footwear manufacturing. I have no experience in business and I had no capital. I guess when you're a lot younger, you can afford to make a lot of foolish moves, and here I am today. There are many challenges that I faced during my entrepreneurship journey. I think the first thing was capital. When you have no capital, you need to use ingenuity. You have to think outside the box. And other challenges include lack of knowledge, lack of expertise in manufacturing, lack of exposure in running a business, no experience in retail. And back then, it's not like what it is now. E-commerce was not popular. People just do not buy shoes in my. So I guess it was very difficult, and e-commerce isn't what it is now compared to before. I think that really supercharged our e-commerce business and helped our e-commerce to grow like 400-500%. We actually have 2 to 3 new launches every week. Every week, yeah. So how do we keep on top of trends? We do a lot of research. So I'm very methodological. I'm very data driven. I look at numbers. I look at what my customers want. Do they like coats? Do they like sling bags? Do they like bucket bags? So very, very data centric, very data driven, based on what my customers want, and also based on what is trending. We also look into global trends. What we really focus on here is retaining our existing customers, making sure that they come back more than once. So we ensure that each customer has a significant lifetime value. I think a very interesting collaboration that we've done was with Dutch Post DHL. We were one of the very first few Southeast Asian brands that collaborated with DHL, and this is a global deal that we do women's shoes and bags. But for that specific collaboration, we made our collection very unisex. Men and women were able to buy, and we were selling globally all across the world. We'll be launching our DHL collaboration on January. So stay tuned for that. It's really nice. It's unisex and we ship globally. We'll be opening our first store in Jakarta, February next year, just before Lebaran. And subsequently, we'll be opening all across Indonesia. And we've already signed the first lease for our first store at a very, very major mall in the heart of Jakarta, one of the top malls. You will be seeing our brand all over Indonesia very, very soon. We can infuse more local heritage and more local identity into the brand, something that's truly Malaysian. That will really set us apart from the rest of the world. At the same time, we need to be practical and realistic about pricing and our quality, because consumers have the freedom to choose what they want to buy. And why should they choose you? So I would say how Malaysian designers can compete better overseas and internationally. I would say pricing, value, and also infusing Malaysian elements and the Malaysian DNA into our designs. That's what makes us truly unique. I think my advice would be, you need to be really hard, you need to be really resilient, you need to have ingenuity, think outside the box. And the most important thing, do not be afraid to ask help. I have so many people that I look up to. One of the many that I look up to is, his name is Tan Tian Hock, who was the founder of Silky Girl. He passed on already, but he was a really amazing mentor, and he really shaped my critical thinking in retail. Well, I guess the best advice I got was the sun will shine next day, sun will rise. You really cannot beat someone that never gives up. So even how lousy you are, you just don't give up. You will cross the finish line. You will eventually sort of figure out how to manage it.